Good evening. Hope you're all having a lovely Saturday. I am joined. So I always feel like I'm part of the family here when we get together. It's like we're lovely Pat and lovely Mark as well. We'll have a sit down together. We'll have a little bit of a chat.
Bit of a natter.
A bit of a natter we do as well. I feel like going, all right, Dad, you got your Christmas jumper on now.
Christmas jumper, Christmas item.
Christmas item.
It's that time of year.
It is that time of year. It's certainly getting there. Is that? How are you both? Anyway, are you both
good.
well?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yes.
Been working hard, but we're good.
We've been very busy. Well, just asking you then about your last one-day special was a couple of weeks ago.
Only a couple of weeks ago.
So probably just recovering from that with the orders that have gone out again. And,
that's right.
And here we are with another one.
With our last one-day special of the year.
Your last one-day special, and it is, we were just discussed this as well, because you're back again in December, but you haven't got anything festive or Christmassy in December. So this is the festive offering, everybody. What you're going to get right now. I mean, but they have already had a Christmas tree up at home. We were just discussing. So Christmas is sort of in a weird. It's come early, it's gone. But it's here. So which is lovely, which is really gorgeous. So let's just talk a little bit about this, and then we'll carry on down the counter together. But I think you should be involved in this discussion with the one-day special, because this Santa has made so many friends in the studio. Since the time he was taken out of the box and he was delivered here, you brought him in, to now sitting pride of place. Everybody has gone past him. Everyone's had a little jingle with his little jingle bells, and he is the cutest and just most fun looking Santa. And the lovely thing about him as well is we were talking about this in the meeting. And we were saying, well, he's perfect. You could go here, you could go there. It's for this, it's for that. It's for
Everybody came up with an idea where they could go in the house.
Yes, and it went from mantelpiece to next on the settee. Tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind this as a project as well. Then.
Well, occasionally we do proper patchwork, but occasionally we like to throw something different in.
And this is for you, isn't it? Very different.
Yeah, very, very different, but a bit of fun, and
anybody can
just
any craft person could make this.
Yeah, because we've got a lot of people are watching that aren't patchworkers, soft crafts, and all that will keep watching us, and they some of the things aren't quite for them because they're traditionally patchwork. So this is our joyful Christmas crazy offering.
He is brilliant. I think he's absolutely fantastic.
He's gorgeous.
So the other important thing that we were talking about as well is this is something for anybody. Does it doesn't really depend on the levels or skill levels that you might find that there's more difference in other patchwork with certain techniques, but this is something that anyone can just roll their sleeves up at.
Anybody, any level, any age.
It's
obviously children with under.
Yeah, absolutely. But honestly, I want to move it so you can get to see the free-flowing beard that's going on there, and his face is just honestly, it's about 22 inches by about 12 inches that we're looking at. But I suppose depending on if you wanted to add some more stuffing into this as well, you could make it a little bit bigger as well.
Don't burst him, though.
Don't burst him.
No.
We don't want to burst Santa.
It wouldn't be a jolly Santa then, would it?
Well, no, it wouldn't be very jolly, and I wouldn't get my massive presents that I'm hoping to get for Christmas as well. Now, we've only 3 minutes and 25 seconds into the hour, and we're approaching 10% of the stock already on a one-day special. I think it's really important that people understand this will not be here for Christmas, and it probably won't be here for the whole 24 hours. So do take advantage of it. Lovely price as well, £22.99. So it's an affordable project.
Yeah, not an expensive Christmas gift.
And do you get everything you need?
Everything.
Bells,
stuffing, all the fabric and all the beard.
And all the beards.
A lot.
I can see me trying that on myself later on as well. See if I can do that. And you say clear instructions as well. All the instructions are in there.
Plenty of pictures as well, yes.
Lots of pictures to guide and go through as well. So if you would like to take advantage, this is your one-day special. 242123 is your number. You've got a great saving. It should be around about £28, a penny shy off, but now it's only £22.99. As I said, approaching 10% of the stock already allocated, and this is supposedly going out tomorrow, 3 or 4 live shows as well. So, and we've got one more again tonight, so do take advantage of this offer while it's here and it's in stock, and it is, without being too humbug, the festive offering now, right? That's it. You're going to get, so, which is lovely. Right, we'll come back on to that a little bit later on. Should we allow you to go and prep and get ready?
Yep,
because we're going to see some lovely techniques.
We're going to see Santa growing.
Wow, there's a phrase I wasn't expecting to hear today. That's lovely, I love it. Stay with the festive.
Stay with the festive
I mean,
theme,
your jumper's in place here, but
Yes.
when we get further down the counter, we'll see.
I'm not taking it off.
This is lovely. This is the Woodland Christmas panel you've got here. This is gorgeous.
Yeah, this is the actual panel that people will get. It's 24 by 42.
Right.
Standard sort of size for a panel.
Yep.
And we've got one here that's actually being made up.
Let's have a look at this, because this is lovely, this.
I must say thanks to my mother, who actually quilted this for me.
Oh, did she?
First, yeah.
What's your mum's name?
Brenda.
Brenda.
Yeah.
Lovely Brenda. Thank you, Brenda. Look at that, what she's done there. That is looking beautiful, isn't it? Really, really cool. I mean, just the detail again as well. The cabin is fantastic, you know, with the wildlife there. They've got all the elements. You've got the tree, you've got the sledge that's in there, you've got the lovely Christmas tree. I love the style of these Christmas trees as well.
Yeah.
It's got a lovely sort of modern feel and twist about this, isn't it?
Yeah.
But also then when you've got the stitchwork at the bottom, you've got a lovely sort of homely feel about it
it's
as well.
like a jumper look, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. We're loving the Christmas jumper themes. That is beautiful. Really lovely panel.
All we've done with this, we've got backing and wadding and turned it through, so there's no binding or anything like that. People don't have to worry about buying binding or getting binding to match. Backing and wadding, done.
Lovely. So great in for the quilt as well, for wall hanging and
wall hanging, back
like
of a door.
Lovely.
Like that,
Really lovely feel about that one. 160061 is brand new on the show today. And is this one, we're saying that once it's gone, it's gone?
It's gone,
When it's gone, it's gone. This is it. So there's no more of this about to get in or to either bring back on extended or anything like that. When it's gone, it's gone. What percentage did we say? 10% again, already been allocated. By the way, if you're a Freedom member, happy days. Yours has actually come down in price. So yours is actually £13.49. That is delivered for that price if you are a Freedom member. So do take advantage of that, which is gorgeous.
Lovely fresh colours as well.
It is. It's a lovely, clean, crisp feel about it, isn't it?
Dark.
No, but you've still got your lovely Christmas red in there for the for the sledge and everything and the berries. So, but it is a nice, clean material, isn't it, for that?
Fresh.
Now, staying with our materials for those again, with our Christmas fabrics, and these are lovely as well, aren't they?
They're 2 metre pieces, an option of choice of which one they prefer.
Right.
Or both, if they like both.
Of course.
Both got metallic in, little metallic dots on the green, and then metallic stars on the gold one as well.
So we get a metre of each, whichever one you decide to go for. But they do work beautifully together. If you can go for them, you want to go for both on a project, they would work very nicely with that metallic.
And you've got a little bit of gold, a little bit of green, and a little bit of red also on the actual gold ones as well. Yeah,
really. And actually, that whole, I don't know if you can sort of tell when you see, if I do that way, but you do get that kind of Christmas tree feel with the triangles, isn't it? Almost with the stars at the top there, of course, there, with that lovely design that goes on there. But again, that's a really nice, clean fabric and a clean pattern that's come through.
You've got a little Christmas swirl as well, sort of.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Really lovely. Yeah. So just decide which one you'd like to go for. It's 918-488 that you're looking at. Your choice of which one you want to go for. £10.99. There's a saving on here as well for you. Each one of those different fabrics you want to go for. 20% of the gold has already been allocated, and over 10% of the green again already been allocated. Oh, 20% of the green as well. So it's neck and neck at the moment. We'll give you, and again, when this is gone,
when they've gone,
it's gone. Yep. It's gone. So this is your chance to go and get that. 918-448. Congratulations in advance if you've got that. Now then, no place like home. So this is for people that have maybe not seen many of the shows before and are just getting used to it. This is part of an ongoing project, but you can start it from any time.
Start this anytime you like. The block sets we've started. This is number 5, so this is for November.
Right.
But you can start any time you want. 1, 2, 3 and 4 are on the website.
Okay.
And they make the No Place Like Home quilt, the one that's on the screen now.
So the elements that we're looking at here in block 5, am I right in thinking it's these...
Bottom 3, where it says fabric 1 metre, those 3 across the bottom there.
Right, so you can see those 3 sections in there, and that's what we're going to get to a chance to make. This is on block 5 that we're looking at. That's what that will create for us.
You get 4 sawtooth stars.
Right, lovely. So if you are following this and you're involved in making that as a project, of course, if you're starting from scratch, and as you just heard there from Mark, then the details of that are on the website that you can get those and carry on and catch up with those. But for those who've been waiting for this is your block 5 you're looking at. It's brand new on the show for you to this month. £19.99. That's 591069 for those.
And all the fabric is cut, like all of the block sets previous. That's what we do. We cut all the fabric for the people who want to make the quilts, and All our kits.
So none of
each block set is already ready made.
The boring bit, the cutting.
The dangerous bit.
The dangerous bit, exactly, yeah. Done it. That's all done for you. All done by this chap. You do all the cutting, don't you?
We do, there's three of us, we do all the, yeah. Sarah and Pat.
I'm sure you took all the credit last time we was on the show.
I
think he did, didn't he, Pat? I think he did as well. Yeah, I think now, yeah.
Back in their places.
Back in your speaking of back in fabric that we've got for you here. Now, we've got 4 different choices of which ones to go for. You've got the red, the green, you've got the blue, and you've also got the brown. Talk to us a little bit about these that we've got here.
We've had people who have actually bought the whole kit for There's No Place Like Home, and they've emailed and asked if we're doing the backing for the quilt in fabrics that obviously coordinate with the quilt.
Right.
These are the 4 choices we've come up with: the green, the blue, and the pink.
They're really nice.
And the brown.
I'm just getting this last one out.
There's enough fabric in this pack to do the whole of the backing of the quilt.
Oh, right.
They are in 2 drops, so they will have to be joined.
Right.
But there's enough there for the whole of the quilt.
Right. So there is enough there that will cover the whole of the quilt. You say it has to be joined.
It's in 2 pieces.
It's in 2 pieces,
yes.
So you will have to join.
The width of the fabric that it comes.
Got you.
Yeah.
Right, I understand. But you've got, as we said here, down here we've got the red, you've got the lovely green with the polka dot, you've got the lovely blue, and then you've also got the brown. That's a nice effect actually on the brown, isn't it?
It's
really
not. Some browns are a bit awkward brown colour.
Yeah.
But this is a nice brown.
But actually, when you look at it in detail, you've still got those flecks. You've got little bits of pink, you've got the reds, you've got the blues coming through as well as the little flecks that are inside there in the black that sort of breaks it all up. So I think
stops it being too flat.
Yes, no, it's got a nice bit of life about it. It's very nice indeed. Now this is available on FlexiBuy if you'd like to. So 2 payments of £29.50, but your total price you're looking at is £58.99. That will cover for the whole lot. But again, if you wanted to sort of help spread that cost, of course, you don't want to do it all at once, then you can do, and that being those 2 on the FlexiBuys as well. So their options 677434. Now, if you don't want to go for those as an option and you want to go for a slightly different way of looking at it, you've got the Calico that you brought onto the show. Again, we'll do exactly the same job for
Calico,
them.
exactly the same as the backing, but this is 1 piece, no join required.
Oh, right, okay.
So it's 1 piece of Calico for the whole size of the whole quilt.
And this, again, different version on the price. We've got £35.99. You've got a £4 saving on here if you buy this on the show today, brand new one. Use your price of a penny shy of £40. So that's the whole thing for you'll fit the whole back for No Place Like Home. This is 90 inches by 80 inches. That's 1. No need to join together. 777-563 is your item code for those. Lovely. Now, and we've got the wadding work on this.
So that's the backing taken care of.
Backing sorted.
Now for the wadding for the No Place Like Home quilt.
Right.
First one is the 80-20 wadding, which is 80% cotton, 20% polyester.
Right.
Lovely and soft, nice to quilt with.
It's really soft.
Gives a nice flat look, but it's nice to work with as well. Not too heavy as well.
And just cuddle. Yeah. Nice to cuddle, Mark.
Snuggle factor.
It's a snuggle factor. I like that. I think you've got that with your jumper on today as well. I love that snuggle factor.
Second one is the Hobbs Poly Down. It's a polyester wadding. Gives a little more depth to the look of the quilt.
I see.
So when you quilt through it, it looks a bit more depth, as in the quilting gives it a bit more depth in the whole quilt.
I've got you.
Still nice to quilt through. Just as nice, just depends on preference and obviously allergies sometimes as well.
Yeah, of course, they come into play, don't they? So, a good choice of which one you'd like to go for those ones. You've got the Hobbs 80-20, you've got the Hobbs Poly Down. You've got user price again, a penny shy of 40, but it's £35.99. That's 044293 if you'd like to. At the moment, the 80-20, which is this one, which has got the snuggle factor, that's in the lead at the moment. That's 30% of the stock of that has already been allocated. So lots of lovely projects, as you'd expect, of course, from Pat and Mark to be brought to the show. Don't forget your one-day special, though. There he is, in all his glory. Over 10% of the stock has already been allocated. He's around about 22 inches by 12 inches, and he's a really lovely project, suitable for anybody to start their hand if they want to go to. It's a bit of a different style to what you've normally seen, of course, from Totally Patched with some of their work they've brought into the show before, but a lovely project to take advantage of. A lot of fun. 242123. He's brilliant. I love him. I think he's great. And I love the starry hat.
Yes.
I love his
material. It just gives a bit of difference, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
And you want something that's... you say, I love the starry hat. That's a lovely thing to say, because we took a lot of time choosing this fabric.
Did you? Yes.
Yeah, because you don't want anything that's too over the top,
no.
you know, or it's just got to be just Santa.
Or too plain.
It breaks it up, doesn't it, with the stars that are on there, but it's got a nice classy feel about that as well. And a lot of, I just love the shaping. And again, that all comes already pre-cut, is it, for his beard shapes and everything? Of course it. Done by the team, wasn't it?
Done by the team.
Actually, this isn't going to be done. This isn't the team. This is Mark still.
I'll be doing those.
You can have that.
Because it's a hard
Right, you sit there.
He's done some. He's done some beards, haven't you? And then
There you
go. Look.
Is that all right? Is he in the way there?
Perfect.
So there was like,
Yeah.
Look, how about put him there? Sit next to me, Santa. There we go. Right then.
We'll have to find him a seat, I think.
It's this is where it all feels like we're around for tea, around the family.
It certainly does.
How we
got
doing?
a mug.
We've got the mug. We've got the mug, of course. Yeah, we know about the mug. I'll just. You've made me move the mug down.
Dangerous.
Sit there. We'll come back to that.
Santa's backrest. Don't do that.
Put the mug in there.
So normally we're sitting here and I'm getting squares and triangles out and placing them and joining them into rows. So today, not that today. Until we wanted to do festive-y, as you said.
Yeah.
We've got some of the festive things on throughout the shows, haven't we? And the only thing that isn't really is our block set.
Yeah.
So we usually do that in the mornings, Sunday morning shows. So we'll concentrate on that definitely first thing in the morning because that's when everybody's used to seeing it.
Lovely. Okay.
So now we've got our bits and pieces here which look quite strange. So
From what we normally
but lovely for Santa.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we've got hats. We've got 2 pieces. Hats, back and front of his face. There we go. We've got beard sections. We've got
a lot of beard.
This, which will become clear, goes with his beard in a minute. We've got a nose. Nice. See, you don't think there's a nice wooden nose. A pair of glasses to perch on the end of his nose.
Yeah.
And then we've got some bells, and his eyes are buttons, made of buttons.
Right. Wow.
So
lovely.
We're going to go through the pattern exactly as we normally do. We've done the normal pictures, and I'll let Mark do that. I'll move these little things because they're a little bit on the escape route very easily.
Yeah, that's the thing with little parts like that, isn't it? So any top tips for anyone that's starting out that just gets us out the packaging? What's the first thing we're going to do to start with? First
thing we're going to do is you're going to just get your pieces out and identify them. I mean, it's quite obvious.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the pattern, it will be.
Yes.
And then we've got to do this here. We're going to attach his hat to his face. Okay.
Right.
So what we do for that, now you've got a little picture in here, drawn by me, and I'm not a drawer.
You're not the artist.
No.
You've got to be so assertive about that, Mark.
No,
you know,
I
not
am
the
not.
artist.
So, well, I don't think it's too bad, look.
Yeah, very honest, very honest. Sometimes too honest, Mark.
This is a guide to the positioning of his eyes, his nose, his beard will go on here, and it tells you here to leave it open at the bottom to stuff.
Right.
If you want to, you can trace that off now onto a piece of the calico, entirely up to you. So I've traced it off. Oh, he looks a bit sad, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he? But I'm sorry, he's got no beard
He's
yet.
got no beard
No wonder he's never clean shaven.
You'll be okay. So I've traced it off to show you that you can, but I actually didn't when I made him. I did it afterwards. So it's up to you. You can trace it now or afterwards. So we need to take one of his face pieces, just find the centre of it, and put a little press with your finger, and then you need a pin. Pop your pin in. And that you're just marking the centre of where it's going. Now this is not rocket science if it's not exactly the same size, you know, if it's a little bit, it doesn't matter. It'll all come together in the end when you start stuffing him.
Right.
So it's not like patchwork where you've got to be really careful. So we find the middle of his hat and pop it there. So that's what I've done on the top row. So what you can see, it looks a little bit strange at this point. Look, the hat's going one way and his face is going the other. See? So what you do then is you turn these corners round like so and pop a little pin in. Leave about 1/4 of an inch overhanging at the other end.
Okay.
And I don't usually pin, but I did pin Santa. He was too special, I just had to. I really loved making him.
I was going to say, was it a quite a nice little busman's holiday, a bit of a change?
Nice change,
I imagine, a different project to work with.
I have made some before. One was slightly bigger. Well, no, a lot bigger.
A lot bigger.
It was a little bit scary. And then I've also made one where he's had boots and a jacket and legs,
that was a lot smaller.
didn't he? Yeah.
That was quite small.
No,
Yeah,
we had a big one. He used it.
Don't fight now, everyone. Don't fight now. Is it small or
Ages
big?
ago.
Medium.
Medium.
We've probably done both.
Go for the safe ground.
That's a good one. Good one, Mark. There speaks an expert.
Because when you're doing classes, it's nice to have a bit of light relief at the festive time.
Yeah.
So we used to throw things in like an odd Santa or an angel, or Then people go, well, we've got 9 angels now, Pat.
We don't need any more.
We have something else. So all I'm doing is I'm easing his hat onto his face fabric, like so. Pop in a few pins.
While you're just doing that, because I'm very quick, just give a quick update, just so that people know as well.
Yeah.
If you are just tuning in with us, we've got the lovely Woodland panel here, the Christmas session that you can see here. We are approaching now 40%. Now, again, once this is gone, it is gone. There's no more of this. We can't bring anything back on extended delivery. Just want to let you know, but we are nearly approaching 40%, and we're only 20 minutes into the show. So if you were thinking about this, go for it very quickly. Freedom member, it's only $13.49 for that. And speaking of 40%, the red backing as well of the There's No Place Like Home, the red option on that one is already at 40% also on those ones. So again, when these are gone, they're gone, so please do take advantage of that. That's when you have to join those ones with the red.
The back-in isn't gone when it's gone when it's gone.
Okay, we're okay for the back-in.
Yeah, we can
get
it's
more,
an
but
ongoing. We can get some more.
If we can. But good luck for those ones, but the red is in the lead as it stands, and that is available on FlexiBuy. Sorry, but I just wanted to make sure that people I don't want people to miss out if they've set their heart on it and then there it's gone.
What we do with the backing, the last big quilt we did, which is behind me, we had loads of choices of backing fabrics, and there was too many actually.
Too many choices.
Too many for everybody and for us.
Right.
So we've narrowed it down to 4 that are within the quilt, but they're
different colour range.
Different colourways. Like all those fabrics are in the quilt they're working on. So you don't have to panic. We keep them in stock all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I say all the time. They come and go as fast as we can get them in the country.
It's just that we've been asked for them.
Yeah.
So that's
So
why
that's why they're there.
Of course. People are ahead on their projects, aren't
exactly.
Yeah.
Which is lovely.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was very surprised when I had the first, somebody sent a picture, didn't they? And I thought, wow, somebody's motoring away with this.
That's good.
Right, so I've got my pins in. You can see it looks a little bit lumpy, but that's fine. You're going to ease it onto his face. So away we go, and you just take your pins out as you go along. You could tack if you wanted to, but I barely have time to pin, let alone tack. So just keep going, nice and gently. Take your pin out as you get to it. There we go.
But again, you were saying this as a project, there's nothing too challenging in there for people that are thinking, actually, I want to maybe go through some basic techniques with my children, grandchildren or something. This is a good one to practice on.
Not at all. It's really, really, really easy.
Lovely.
Really easy. And you could do it by hand. You don't have to have a machine to do it. You can do all of this by hand, like so. So you can see it just sits on there, and then this is why it makes it easy to do it in one, rather than do the hat and then stuff the hat and then stuff his face and all the rest of it.
Well,
so
that sounds like me stuffing my face. I've had cake and all sorts here today on the show. It's been amazing.
Yeah.
I've got a burger maker coming up and a good evening Hochanda. I'll tell you what.
Have
I've
you
put on 3
really?
stones just walking around the studio today, to be honest.
I think Mark spotted some cakes.
No, exactly. There's some cake in the kitchen.
Spotted some cakes in the meeting. Had to move them away.
Yeah.
It's only the first show.
It's true. So yeah, stuffing my face is very apt today.
We're okay with that, aren't we, Mark? Yeah. We don't mind stuffing our faces at all.
I know.
So, I don't know how many Santas I'll have by the end of the one-day special. I said, how many do you think I'm going to make in the time?
Well, no, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
a whole family of them.
We could have. I don't know if I'll get to one a show, but I might. So, right. So we've now got both of our pieces on. Get rid of your excess threads. And I would just give it a press now. Press it down towards his face fabric, like so.
I see, yeah.
Like that.
It'll
want to go, you'll see if you turn it over, look, it will go that way.
Yeah, yeah.
So just give that a little press. Just because it'll never be pressed again. And give his hat.
Don't forget, this is the new one-day special that's only just launched as well this evening, just about 24 minutes ago, and already stock is going very, very quickly for our totally patched, the So Jolly Santa, the full kit that you get here, £22.99, and there's a lot already in allocation, just to let you know, so do take advantage as well for that one. And also the block set 5 as well, if you're looking to go over that, that's now at 50, that's at 50%.
Wow.
Things are flying out here.
Flying?
They are flying as
They're
well.
not waiting until tomorrow, Sunday, are they?
Well, no, see, make the most of it while it is. Everything is in stock as it stands right now, so please do so. You have a lot of loyal customers though as well. With
Yeah,
you
we
know,
do.
With your shows, don't
We
you?
are. We're really lucky. We have some lovely customers who they just seem to love everything we do, don't they?
Yeah, it's a bit of everything. I think they like all the stuff that's cut for them as well.
Pre-cut,
And,
yeah.
and the
Like
colours
you
that we
say.
choose as well. And that sort of thing.
Absolutely, yes. There's a lot of trust in your products.
We're very thankful.
Yeah, no, of course, absolutely. Yeah, well, there are lots of people who are enjoying what you're doing this evening as well. If you've got any messages, by the way, for Pat or for Mark as well, you can, of course, get in touch with us here and studio@Hochanda if you want to say hello. Any messages or any questions you've got, of course, or any pictures.
Any pictures.
Anything in particular or projects you've been working on?
Yeah. Across the board.
Here's a picture of my dinner. Kebab nights. Yeah.
Pizza, maybe. I bet they're having pizza tonight.
Pizza night, Saturday
Pizza
night.
night.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you this. I've just pinned these together and I put a pin at either side where I marked the opening, like so. So I've just put a pin straight down. That makes me stop, so I know that I'm leaving the gap there. It's because it's hot. You get. And you think, oh, I've gone over my gap.
Overzealous with me stitching.
Yeah. And I must just say, you were saying about messages and anybody got any questions. We had a lovely little gift this morning from one of our Hochanda customers.
Oh, lovely.
And she's made me this scissor keeper.
Lovely.
And this gorgeous little card with a bit of patchwork in the middle. So thank you, Sheila.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So,
Cool. Thank you,
little
Sheila. That's
note.
lovely.
I can't,
lovely.
I can't read it out, Sheila. I've got to make Santa. Sorry.
How long was it? How long was it?
It was a lovely note, isn't it?
Nice little note, yeah.
It's a lovely
Just
note.
to say thank you for help we've given along the way and bits and pieces and
how
confidence to start doing
And
more
just a little
patchwork.
gift.
Well, that's it, isn't it?
That's it,
Because
exactly.
your projects do, and if you've received anything from Totally Patched as well in the team, then there is that ease of it is all done for you in that respect, and it's just putting that together. So the stress, making sure you've got the right measurements done, all that time-consuming thing as well. You can get straight down to the fun of doing the actual stitch work.
Yeah, and some people, we've got a lot of customers who've joined us who've done patchwork years ago, but then haven't done any for ages and then have lost the confidence to do their cutting. So
Oh, I see.
that's where, people like it pre-cut, and, sometimes if we make any errors, we always, we're not, it is literally human
Fabric on the
beings
table.
picking up
Yeah,
bits of
and we
fabric.
cut it, yeah.
We've got a very mathematical system that sorts it all out, but
Have you been called that before, Mark?
More than that.
but if you've got any problems or you do anything wrong, just get in touch.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is what, at the moment, that Pat is making, of course. This is our one-day special, and 20% of him has already gone. 20%, and he's only 28 minutes old in the show. So, yes.
Gosh.
So he's flying out. I do love the beard. I know we're going to come on to all
I know,
this.
yeah.
And his nose and his eyes. It's just absolutely fantastic. Oh, the sound of
And
Christmas
a
right
little
there.
jingle, yeah.
Little jingle.
Little jingle. And you could put...
You can put more stuff on.
cinnamon. I think some cinnamon sticks.
Oh, that's
yeah,
nice.
right,
Yeah, be nice.
Oh.
All sorts. You could go mad, couldn't you? I didn't have time to go mad. You had to be packed away in a box.
Yeah,
Cinnamon is definitely the smell of Christmas, isn't
yeah,
it?
definitely. Toffee apple.
Toffee apple.
That's another one as well.
Toffee apple, cinnamon, and Brussels sprouts. There's another one, but
No, good
Don't
place
make
to do
him,
one,
please.
not
Don't make him smell of Brussels sprouts. I don't think that's very nice. Now I put my...
no,
think you
there's
might
enough of
move
that
on
around the
from there.
table at Christmas, isn't there? I'm sure.
Okay, so once we've done that, we've gone all the way around, left our gap. I went forward and back at the beginning and forward and back there because we're going to put our stuffing in and we don't want to split the seam.
Right.
Next bit, curved edges, just a little snip into the stitches like this. Needn't do a straight edge. Do the top when you get to here. Just it makes it lie flatter and look.
Don't go through the
No,
the seam.
not if you can help it.
No.
If you go through the seam, go put it back under your machine and
And again, all of these, this is the other nice thing you get with Totally Patched as well, is lovely, very clean, very easy instructions, directions, call them what you will, to follow, with really nice pictures on there again, so you can follow nice and simply exactly the step by step.
I went a bit mad with the arrows on that page, didn't I?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Must have bought too many.
So I'm now turning him through.
Oh, by the way, just so you know, loads of people are coming in for your mug again.
Again?
It's, the mug is a constant, isn't it?
It
It's
is.
a Patchwork My Happy Place mug that is there, and it comes with this lovely little box as well. So it's a lovely little gift idea, but just, and you can get a good amount in there. Can't do with a mug that you can get a thimble full in. That's it. That's a good.
And you want a wide mug. Why do you want a wine mug? You can dunk your biscuit.
Oh, yes, you see. We had a dunking competition when we was on Hochanda the other week.
Oh, did you?
Between a certain chocolatey, fingery kind of little bourbon and a chocolate hot dog. What a terrible cough there, sorry about that. But luckily I was very pleased to say that a bourbon won by landslide. Because you don't want OT bits in the bottom of it, but you could get a one if you wanted to. All sorts of OT goodness in there if you wanted, and other biscuits are available. It's not as good. So, yes, it's a good. You do need a good.
Yeah.
What's your favourite dunk?
Chocolate.
Yeah, just chocolate.
Any
just
chocolate on a biscuit.
just random, just chocolate.
Chocolate on a biscuit, win.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Biscuit and a chocolate.
So I'm just giving it a little press now. Around my edges.
This is a lovely project, isn't it?
Lovely.
This is, because now it's already. I mean that
bit's done.
a lot has already come together in the main part, and you've already got the face.
Yeah.
You've got the hat that's already in place.
We have. Now I'm going to do a bit of stuffing.
So now we're going to the stuffing.
Do you want me to do that and we do the beard? Or?
Yeah, can you do it quietly?
Yeah.
Can you?
Can you, Mark? I know.
If you could get half of that bag in there, please.
Okay.
I'd like that best. Half a bag.
Mark, it's quite noisy, isn't he?
Yeah, you see. I thought it was fraught with danger for me. But if I've got to talk...
If people sit you watch you putting stuff in there, then it's a bit boring, isn't it?
Yep, I agree. Right, in your kit you will have a piece of this white paper. It's called Stitch and Tear.
Stitch and Tear.
It does exactly what it says. We're going to stitch on it and then we're going to tear. So people may have used it for in quilting for foundation piecing. So it'll be 2.5, 3 inches wide, your piece of Stitch and Tear. Draw a line up the centre. Doesn't matter with what sort of pen because it's going to be pulled away. Then you take your sections of beard. You've got 14 sections. 14 sections.
Don't ask him. He's been as quiet as he possibly can at the moment.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. So you need 11 of them. Tells you this. See now?
Oh, Mark, you've lost your job there.
You told me. Oh, you see, I've done eyes next, but I will do the beard. It doesn't matter. I needn't attach it. I can just do eyes. So what you do is you roughly find the centre of your Stitch and Tear, which is there, and take one of these curly pieces like so. Take a pin, open out your curly piece, and approximately, and it really doesn't matter, in the centre, pop that on the fold like that. So that's your one. And you think, how on earth is this going to look like a beard? But stick with me.
Oh yeah.
So take the next one. You've got a more twirly end at one end and a straighter end at the other. So we're going to work away from us. We're going to put the curly end opposite this time, so that it was here.
Oh, I see. Yes. Yep.
Yeah. This is just to get a nice full flowing beard.
Yeah.
Pop that onto there. Move your pin. Pop that there. Next one. Same again. Curly end turns to the other side this time. Put it down this way, really doesn't matter. Just overlapping them a little bit.
Right, yep.
All the way across. Like so. This is quite a satisfying process. Doesn't look it, but it is, ladies. Stick with me. I feel quite odd not doing...
It's quiet, isn't it, there, Mark? I tell you what, he's loving this job at the moment, bit of stuffing. Not heard a peep from him, have we?
3, 4. It's because I told you to be quiet.
I know, it's not gone against your word.
Look, he's not going to speak at all. Oh dear.
I'm not saying anything.
We're in trouble.
Because if I say something, it'll be wrong.
You're giving it away now, Mark.
Look, I've lost count now. Middle, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Then you go the other way. And turn your ends. And then what I did, which you'll see in a minute, I just offer it up to my Santa's head to see if it's going to fit where I want it to. Now you can put it, like, obviously in the beard area, but it doesn't, it's not rocket science as to whether it's in exactly the same position as mine.
No.
So I'm pinning my beard sections onto my stitch and tear. Anybody who's ordered this and it's in their basket, they're now going, I've got to watch this, I've just got to watch this bit. I can feel you watching me.
This is good. They can
always
always
check out first, though, because it might.
But it's
do check it out first, because stock is going.
But it's not difficult. You
no,
see,
no. You can always catch up again and rewatch and rewind.
Yeah.
People do, I think.
Yes, yeah.
Do they? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Turn it round, pin it on.
Just while you're just putting those last couple in place, Pat, is that okay if I just give a quick update on the fabric?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
If you are interested in the fabric now, we're percentage at the moment. Right, so now, is that for the there we are. So you've got the gold option to go for, the gold stars you can see there. We've also got the green spots. Now, half the stock on both have now already been allocated. So if you were, it is a choice of which one you want to go for. Same code, 918448 1099. So it's a nice saving on those. And just choose which one you want to go for. You might want to go for both, actually, because they work really nicely together. But we are looking at already half the stock of both of these has already been allocated. So, and they are lovely. They're a lovely fabric. They really are. Oh, I'm giving the old fabric stroke there. Or I should do the Adam Waft, or we could just do the Yanis, whatever he does. 918-448 1099. We'll see when we get on Good Evening Hochanda together. But half the stock on both of those has already been allocated. To give you a quick update on that, they're lovely material.
It is gorgeous.
Yeah, I think it's a metallic in both of them, but I do like the one with the stars on there. They're beautiful. Right, Santa, you got knocked over. I do apologise, and Mark's still quiet. So all going well so far, then, Pat.
I'd just say if I hadn't done my put my face on now, I would just take my pattern and offer it up to him like this and draw some little dotty lines, which is exactly what I did, and follow it round.
Okay.
But I've put the little line on. So now I've got to stitch up the gap at the bottom.
Just if you have trouble getting the stuff into the end, you can use a wooden spoon, the end of a wooden spoon, just to push it all to the end.
So I just looked at Pat's face then. You
went
totally off script there. You weren't,
yeah, totally off script. You wondered what I was going to say then, didn't you?
Okay, yeah. But you see, what you should have done, you see, I handed the task over without training. And what you should do is when you're stuffing, you need to stuff from the top. So you'd put this bit in here and stuff it all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. So this was stuffed, and then you move on to the next section. Don't try and... I'm not going to say that.
No. Move on.
Is it safe? Yeah.
Yes.
Safe. Okie dokie. So I'm going to put my beard on the line I've stitched. No, drawn. You can't see it very well, can you? I'm just going to draw it on. Because they can't see it at home in my pencil.
It can be rough. It doesn't have to be exactly, does it?
No, not at all. No. Not at all. There we go. So I've put my line on, as you can see. All I want to do is make sure the way that I've pinned this onto here is going to reach from side to side. If it doesn't, you need to spread them out a little bit more. So I'm just doing this, like as if I was like, I don't know. Just as if I was
attaching a zip.
Oh, no.
No?
You see,
way above your pay scale, that one.
We're in different territory, Mark. You're not trained in...
You're not trained in beards.
I'll just get back to holding the pattern.
You don't think we're going to have any trouble with Yanis, do you, later?
Oh,
What do you think? I think he'll be all right.
You reckon?
Yeah. Right, so he's pinned on in position. Now, you can tack it if you want to, if you feel the need. Or you can just put this under your sewing machine and stitch up the middle where you've drawn your line-ish. The world won't end if it's not the same.
Mark, is this all okay with you?
With my pay scale.
So you
I can read the instructions correctly upside down.
Yes, you can.
Doing the right thing.
You're doing the right thing. This is all brilliant.
I'm stitching along, moving it out as I go, and I'm going roughly down the middle. If it isn't down the middle, it's not, you know, it's all gonna be okay.
So it's not precision. Hello.
Hello?
Something a bit wrong.
Who shaved my Santa? Just missing
But
a pin.
I know what you mean by that project. This is not precision.
Nope. No.
Quilt making.
Quilt making, no, in that respect, where you've got to get your angles just right, mate. You get a little bit more flexibility, a little bit more give.
A lot more.
A lot more give.
It's not even precision.
And probably a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
I think, yeah, I don't know about more fun.
No.
I think it is.
Different fun.
Different fun. Yeah.
So, now we take this out, using my scissors with my scissor keeper on from one of our ladies. And then, are we ready?
Yeah, go on.
We're going to go like this. And then as you do that, you can see how it forms the beard as it falls.
see.
Look. Isn't that clever?
Here he is.
Yeah. So what you do then is you pull off your stitch and tear because you stitched it and now you're going to tear it. So just tear it away, tear it away, tear it away. It's all tangled in his beard, look. Stitch
Probably
it.
find some mince pie in there as well by the time the season's over.
And if you wanted to do some more, and you didn't have any stitch and tear, you could use these bits that I've chopped off the side. Look, I've just cut it in half. It doesn't have to be that wide. It's just we did it that wide so it's easy for people to do.
I understand,
but you could use that again.
Okay, yeah.
Or you could use a piece of paper or tissue, but it blunts your needle. Stitch and tear's made for the job, so that doesn't blunt your needle.
Right.
So
got you.
That's where we're at with that. So then what you'll do is you will pin it. Yeah, you'll just pin him in position around there, and then you have to hand stitch it in place, okay?
Oh, okay.
All the way around, tucking his beard down as you go. So I need now to stitch up my gap and then get this into position.
Right. Well, do you want me? Is it worth me just going? I'm just trying, Mr. Producer. Did you want me to give any updates, a little a recap on? Mark, do you want to come with? It's probably safe if you come with me, Mark.
Probably is.
Mark, I want you to say, here's the website, Mark. Just say that. Just say that to me.
Here's the website.
Thank you. There we go. We got the website where everything that has been brought along, of course, is all there for you to look through. Some really, don't forget the ongoing project, of course, of There's No Place Like Home. You'll find all that on there as well, that you can completely start from scratch if you haven't already, and you can catch up with that because we're actually on to set 5 now, block 5, to go through. So that's very, very popular indeed. But they're all there, of course, as you can shop for a brand, everything on hochanda.com. So if you are just tuning in, lovely to have your company. Mark, myself here from Totally Patched, and it's a brand new one-day special that's just launched just about 45 minutes ago now, and already proving very, very popular. And of course, 20% of the stock has now already been allocated, 20% of the stock there. And it's a project, as we've just been discussing. I mean, already it's it feels like a lot of fun about this.
It's a fun project for everybody.
Yeah.
Not just patchworkers, any craft people, they can make this as well for Christmas.
And it's a lovely gift idea, I think. This is a lovely present to make.
It comes in a box. Yep. Everything is in the box, so you just open the box, read the instructions, lay out all the items, and then start. It's
all there. So the bells are included. You need the little glasses that are there for you. His nose is lovely. I love his nose as well. Lovely little wooden bead that you've got on there. That's for that. You've got buttons, lovely buttons for his eyes as well. All the fabric already cut to make that really lovely fluffy beard, and the characteristics of his face come through. Gorgeous material. I really do love the starry material that you've chosen, of course, for his hat. And again, one of them, as you were mentioned as well, Mark, that you can embellish even more with this as a project.
You can put more bells, and you can put little little buttons on it all over the hat, other stars. You could put some applique on it as well, star, that sort of thing, anything you wanted.
And I like the idea of
make it individual.
Yeah, make it individual. Yeah, and you mentioned maybe some little cinnamon sticks as well. If you wanted to make some that
Very
Christmas
nice, yes.
smell, could be there. So really lovely, fun, a little bit different as well. I think you'd agree from Totally Patched and a projects to work on, but something for everybody to get involved. 242123 is your item code. It's only £22.99. Now, well, we mentioned this is your lovely Christmas to winter panel that you've got here. Now, half the stock of this is gone, and when this is gone, it is gone. 100% cotton, 24 inches by 42. We're looking at this. And you've got one that's already been patched and worked.
Yeah.
But this is you said this one, Mark. It's a lovely, clean, fresh, crisp, isn't it, as a project to work on that.
And it'd go nice on the back of a door.
Yeah.
That leads maybe into a hall.
Yeah.
That maybe gets forgotten slightly about at Christmas or
that's it, isn't it?
That sort of thing, yeah.
But it's got a very sort of modern contemporary feel with the nice pointy Christmas trees that you find there. But then you've also got the sort of warmth of that sort of home kind of embroidery work that's taking place at the bottom there that you can see, which is absolutely gorgeous. Really, really nice that. Freedom members, by the way, just £13.49 for yourself, and that is delivered to your door for that price. Regular price here, right, brand new on the show, $14.99. 160061, brand new on the show. Half the stock has gone though, but when it has gone, it is gone. Now we have some other choices. Again, last I heard we were 50% on each one of these as well. We're now 60% with the gold, with the stars, and still around about 50% with the green. Now these are individual ones, they're 1 metre pieces, but they do work beautifully together if people wanted to, don't they?
They can be put with other fabrics for Christmas, or they can be used together in a project.
That sort of metallic sparkle that we get from there, again, there's just the little polka dots that are on there, the way with the stars as well, they just catch the light really nice. It's a lovely crisp print as well, isn't it, on the
gold one here has also got the little bit of green and a little bit of red, as well as the gold star. So you put a red and a green with it, and it brings those out as well,
Yeah, that's really lovely, that. It's only £10.99, so there's a £3 saving on those materials today. It is brand new on the show. 918448. Just choose which one you want to go for, gold stars or green spots. Now, we did mention the There's No Place Like Home project, and the details for those, if you haven't started that project yet, are on the website that you can find. If you're already well onto it, of course, this is the No Place Like Home block set number 5. And as you would expect from Totally Patched, all the material comes perfectly pre-cut.
All the pieces pre-cut, so they can just open the box, read the instructions, and then they start sewing and make the next blocks to make the quilt.
And we can see those parts of the quilt that you can see there. They're just in the bottom panels there, aren't they?
The bottom 3, and then there's one above the wording that says, lettering that says like home. There's that one as well.
Yeah,
so
lovely.
4.
4 in total.
Yeah, 2 of each colourway.
It's absolutely gorgeous. Now, we're approaching 60% of the stock has already been allocated. It's only £19.99, and there's a lot of people that are doing this project. You've had a lot of people saying, I'm done, I'm ready, I'm there.
Yeah, some people have actually bought the full kits when we had those as an option as well.
Yeah.
And now some people have contacted us and asked us if they want to do, if we're going to do the backing, because that's what they want to do.
And that's what we led us straight onto, wasn't it, really? Yeah. So you brought the if people are ahead because they have taken the whole project on, then this is the backing that has been selected by Totally Patched to go with those. Now, you've got your choice of 4 to go through on these ones, and these come into half, they cover half each.
These are 2 drops.
2 drops.
Patchwork people will know what that means. That just means 2 lengths of fabric, join them together, and they do the width of the quilt.
I see. So you will need to do that for these ones, but you have the choices to go for. You've got the wonderful, beautiful red that you can see. You've got your gorgeous green, beautiful blues, and you've got that nice brown. But again, we talked about that brown. There's also got some other little flecks in there with the green, the reds. There's a little black in there. There's blue in there. So it has a nice lift about those. Yeah. Which is in the lead at the moment? Red is in the lead at the moment. So if you did have your eye on the red, then 60% of the stock of the red has already been allocated. The others aren't that far behind either, so certainly make your choice in that. 677434.
Just stop any confusion what I said there. You don't need to order 2 of these. I said there's 2 drops. There are 2 drops in each colourway.
Right.
So there you get a complete cover.
You get enough to make a complete backing for those.
You don't have to order two to go together.
One will do it for you, everything you get in there as well. Now, there is available, by the way, on your Flexi Buy, just £29.50 each, if that helps you, of course. It gets this time of year, possibly, as well, and people thinking, oh, can I just spread that over? Then you can do it, is available, but you can do it also in one go if you so wish. 677 434, red, green, blue or brown. Now, another way you can go with the back-in, of course, is with the Calico, another option, and this is a complete...
One piece. There's no join needed. It's one piece of Calico, fits the back perfectly. 90 inch by 80 inch to go with the project. Usual price $39. It's down to $35.99 for you at the moment. That's 777-563. 777-563 is your item code for that. And again, a nice way to finish that project off, nice and easy for $35.99. Still nice and soft Calico.
It is, isn't it?
It's not too coarse or anything.
No, because I have felt some of the Calico before, you know, and you've sort of seen it out there, and it does. But that is a nice soft finish to that. It was gorgeous. Not quite as soft though, Mark. Not quite as soft as what we have here with the wadding that you can work. There's two choices that you like to go for on this one. Now the first one, this is the 80-20, isn't it? 80-20, 80% cotton, 20% polyester. It's a thin wadding, but it's lovely to quilt with, and it gives the quilt a nice finish, nice look. It's very, very. It's got that snuggle factor. Snuggle factor, yes. Do we like that? And the second option? Second one is the poly down. It's polyester. It's a little bit more loft, so therefore gives it a bit more depth. Right. So when you do the quilting, the actual quilting, you can see it gives it a bit more structure to the whole quilt. I see, I see. Well, at the moment, the 80-20 is in the lead for that's most popular as it stands at the moment, but whichever one you'd like to work with, 044293. Again, there's a good £4 saving on this. It's down to £35.99. So you want to go for the Hobbs 80-20 or the Hobbs Poly Down, your choice to go for, but both will do a lovely job and finish off that project for you, of course. Now, if you want to go for the full quilt kit, it is available for you. You can see that. It's there for you on the web, and you get everything included in a box as well. It keeps it all together. So that's the totally patched, no place like home, the full quilt kit, which is the 70-inch by 70, all pre-cut, the quilt top and the binding, all in there. It's a lovely project to work on, and it's one of those that's ever growing. It is available on your Flexi Buy, so if you are interested, at 3 payments of £73.33. 385-884, and that will give you the whole of the project that then you might want to add your backing materials to, of course, your wadding as well, and that is on the show for you today. Is that okay with you, Sensor? Lovely. Okay, how we doing for that, Pat? We're doing okay until I heard you say we're 3/4 of the way through the show. Yeah, yes. We've got about 5 minutes left. No, I know. And I thought no, and I looked at the clock, and you. Oh, there. I know. Right. So while you've been gone, I've got his beard in position, and I've stitched on his eyes. I'm stitching on his eyes now. I've got a long needle. Now, lots of crafters have these. Right. They're used for doll making and that sort of thing. I see. Only because it's got to go through the foam. So the longest needle you've got is what you need for this. And then also I'm going to use next a glue gun. Now we've got some of these on the show, but there isn't a picture on the website. We've had a bit. We just didn't happen. It didn't happen. Suppliers, postage, couriers didn't get here. So I'm talking about a set of needles that look like this, in case you need any. Set of needles, there's 3 sizes in the packet, and then a glue gun, which I'm picking mine up, which looks like this, but I think they're in different colours. There's assorted colours, Okay. So just a simple glue gun and a long needle. If you haven't got a long needle, you don't want to purchase any, use the longest needle you can, and you can still get it through, it'll work. Right. And if you've got glue that you use in other crafts that will stick the nose on, that's fine as well. Perfect. Okay. That's fine. £18.49, 604-358 is your item code for that, which is the glue gun plus the pack of the needles that Pat was talking about. It's not essential, but you know, it does help. It does help, but if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But they are both handy. You're not going to use them every day, but you know they are handy. In that toolbox of stuff you need for your patchwork or crafting. So I've been doing that really, really quickly and pulling it through, and I'm just going to show you the back because I've really been doing it quickly instead of taking my time. You've been doing it quickly? Quickly, I've been doing it very quickly because you two said, oh, Oh, I
45
know. And
minutes.
there's only 3 minutes. You know what that? You know. It's
So when you've stitched it on through a few times, pull it up tightly. Go to the back with your threads, just exactly as I'm doing here, and just pull it in tightly, because this is what makes him look cute. Look at that. Look at that. Right. Your next thing you need to do: take a bit of your blusher from your own stash and give him some little rosy cheeks.
Oh, look.
Needs more. He needs more.
Needs more.
Yeah, it's cold out there. He has red cheeks.
Yeah. So, bit of blusher. I don't think he's got any, has he?
No, I didn't put any on there.
Just not.
He hasn't. No,
It
but
must have been kept in the warm.
Blusher free.
It's kept in the warm.
Not done any work.
There goes a bell. Right. So now, this is how he looks now.
Oh, there he is
there,
now,
look
yes.
at that. Perfect.
Coming along. It's coming along.
Coming along. Now you take your. So there's a little cross where you've put on your pattern, but perfectly honest, you know, just bit of glue of your preferred sort.
You could actually put the glasses on.
Not yet.
No, but line them up with the nose before you attach it all.
Oh, you could, but I don't.
I know you don't. I'm just saying.
Look.
If you put the nose too low, these glasses probably won't fit.
Dangerous ground, Mark. Dangerous ground.
I think it's artistic license on the glasses. I'm not.
Okay.
He hasn't got a. You know, it just makes him look gorgeous, doesn't it? Cute.
Don't listen.
So there's your nose in position. Little bit more glue. Because look, they can sit. Are people watching me?
Yeah.
Anybody
Yeah,
watching?
we're all over
They-
you.
oh, you really? They can sit behind your nose. They can sit on the side of your nose. You can pull them out a little bit if you want them to. You know, it's entirely up to you where you want them to sit on his nose. I think mine are on the side a little bit, aren't they? On there,
yeah, that's it, yeah.
So put your glue on. Obviously take more time than I am, because
You've done a great job to make a whole little Santa in there. We've got, 60 seconds we're down to.
60 seconds. Well, I haven't finished.
Well,
I've got things to do here and that.
Oh.
Eyebrows and bowels and things.
can we carry that a little bit on at 8?
I think we could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that we can. I
think
mean, you've
we
done the fun bit with us.
Yeah.
Yanis, you can do that.
Oh, we're in trouble.
No, exactly.
Stop talking, Scott. Stop
Stop,
talking.
exactly. So I'm doing the same chat. Well, look, we have run out of time, unfortunately, but I know
Okay.
you're back at 8 o'clock then to go
We
through.
are, yeah.
So don't forget, any of those lovely materials, the stock is going very, very quickly. Please make sure you do get your best to get them checked out of your own basket as well to go through, because I can see the way the stock's going to be gone on this show. It's always a pleasure. Thank you
Yes.
so much
Thank you
indeed
so
again
much.
for sharing all that. And I think Santa is a lovely, lovely, lovely project for anyone to get involved in. Make sure you do get yours, as you can see, nice and simple and a fun project and a little bit different as well from Totally Patched. So from Pat and Mark, from myself, don't forget to come back at 8 o'clock and see how it's completed, and we'll see you very, very soon as well for Good Evening Hochanda. We'll see you. Bye-bye.